Hey,
Hey,
sir. How you
come
doing?
in, come in. Good. How's it going?
All right, good to finally meet you, sir.
Hey, nice to meet you as well.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
for coming. Please.
Oh, thank you, sir. So I just wanted to take a few moments and maybe learn a little bit about how you perceive the Navy, and not just the Navy, but leadership inside the NAVWAR community. So if you don't mind, I'll ask you a couple
Please.
questions, write down a few things so I can take
Sure.
it back and keep it in my rucksack. So first of all, Troyce Gunter, is that the name?
Yes, that's my name, but I actually go by Troy.
That's great. And I understand you're from Alabama?
Yes, born and raised in the southern part of Alabama. When I was a senior at Troy University, I had an opportunity to work at Eglin Air Force Base. And I didn't understand really what that meant, but I knew it was close to Destin, Florida, which had a really nice beach. So that's how I got into government service. But once I realized what the mission was, that's really what captured me. And I understood, working for the Air Force at the time, the importance. We worked conventional weapons there. We were recently getting involved in Kosovo, and I was working on the Joint Direct Attack Munition, which was a GPS-guided weapon. I saw the direct impact that a contracting officer had with the mission. And when they came back and told us that this new weapon was saving lives on the battlefield, we were using it for close air support, I was in. I finally made the connection of how a civilian working for the Air Force as a contracting officer was a force multiplier, and we were able to get things done and support the warfighter.
That's so amazing. And I also understand that recently you were promoted to the SES?
Yes, I was Deputy Director of Contracting for the Air Force Nuclear Weapons Center. This position came up and looked like an awesome opportunity with a great mission. So I jumped on the opportunity and was fortunate enough to be selected.
We have a lot of people in the military here in NAVWAR, and most of them don't know what a SES is. Can you tell us what a SES is?
The SES is Senior Executive Service, and so it's just a level above. If you're familiar with GS grades, it's above the GS 15 level. And it's designed to be leaders who can move across not just one particular functional area, but can move across leadership areas across the DoD actually. And so we're encouraged to go places, make changes, and move along to another organization. And that builds our breadth and depth and leadership and the ability to, again, cross over different areas of the government.
I know SES is new to you, but leadership is not. What is, in your opinion, is the most important leadership characteristic or trait that a leader should have to get to where you are?
Really, it comes from my core values, my faith, and I think it's just about the people. And so when you enter an organization, there's the saying that they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I think that's kind of the philosophy is caring about people and their jobs, because it's my opinion that when people are happy in their jobs and they're challenged, that's when you get the mission. Our jobs obviously is to support the important mission of the Navy, and that's job one. But in my opinion, you get that as a benefit of people enjoying the job that they're doing every day. So I try to make the organization, I call it workplace of choice. I want people to want to work here and want to be a part of NAVWAR.
So in your new position here at NAVWAR, your team members are vital to the mission. How do you explain to them how vital they are and keep them focused on taking care of the mission?
Trying to get people to focus on tools, not rules, and that is using the regulations that we have to our advantage. The contracting officer brings a unique skill set to the table. We're business leaders, not just business advisors, and we can use those tools to be force multipliers.
In your time as a leader, you've had to have mentors. What mentor style did you appreciate the most?
I appreciate a leader who's technically sound, but also who's compassionate, and also who's willing to show me. And I didn't feel ashamed to go to him and say, "Sir, I didn't understand that." And he's like, "That's not a problem. Let's sit down and we'll have the discussion and we'll be able to do it." For me, that's where a lot of respect comes in, when a leader is willing to sit down, roll up their sleeves, and do the work with you. That's a leader you can trust and a leader you can follow.
All right, sir. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
Chief.
I
Thank
appreciate
you.
your
Yeah,
time.
thank you very much. I appreciate you
Yes,
stopping
sir.
by.
Yes, sir. Hopefully we get a lot of folks come up and take advantage of your leadership, sir.
Happy to pass along everything I've learned, and looking forward to the next generation doing great things.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.